Hey guys, welcome to the Chamber Guy series on international education. Joining us today is Dr. Muhammad Fadi Kado, a distinguished member of the Board of Governors at the renowned Templer Park International School, also known as TPIS in Selangor, Malaysia. The global landscape is changing, and international education has become a pivotal force in shaping the future. As of July 2023, UK-based ISC researchers' data recorded a total of 13,614 English medium international schools worldwide, enrolling close to 7 million students and employing more than 650,000 teaching staff. This sector has demonstrated remarkable resilience with the growth of 18% in the last 5 years, generating over 58 billion US dollars. The increased prevalence of international schools has opened up new horizons for families seeking diverse educational experiences. In many developing countries in Asia and beyond, access to an international school is now driving force behind the growing demand for admissions. International schools offer a wide spectrum of educational provision facilities and tuition fees. But what unites them is the aspiration of parents to provide their children with world-class education. So let's dive right into this conversation with Dr. Fadi and explore how Templer Park International School embodies these principles and sets itself apart in the realm of international education. Dr. Fadi, honored to have you here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Francis. It's my pleasure being here. And it's quite impressive to hear all these research results that you have just mentioned.
Thank you. I had really had a good time visiting your school about 3 weeks ago. It was great. I was really, really impressed.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Fadi, could you begin by sharing with our viewers the inspiring journey behind Templer Park International School's establishment and its growth trajectory?
Okay, good. So, as you know that you have seen the school and the landscape of the school, the vision of starting this school, it begins with excellence. Like we just thought of education with excellence. So we started this institution by committing to a holistic education. Since the startup, the COVID hits and the challenges that every company had faced in the last few years, the dedication we had fueled us with a remarkable growth. How that could happen with COVID. So the growth in COVID doesn't match. So from that side, we have introduced the online school and the e-school. And we have taken that as a turning to a well-regarded international school. So our students also appears or attend in the school, and they have also the e-resources going along with that. So we have achieved this by also combining the academic with a character development, a journey that also still we are in continuation of the inspiring. We are getting inspired by the challenges, by the students, by the parents, by every stakeholder.
Right. Thank you so much for that. In what number of unique ways does Templer Park International Schools set yourself apart from other international institutions in Malaysia, especially considering its dual curriculum system and personalized learning approach?
Good. So as you mentioned that you visited our school 2 weeks ago, and since that also we have new changes. I just mentioned the continuation of improvement based on the challenges and the requests by the stakeholders. So one of our strengths here was the dual curriculum. None of the school have dual curriculum in Malaysia except Templer Park, where we have harmonized I hope this is the right and perfect description. We harmonized the British and the American curriculum. Most of us know that how the British curriculum is focusing more into the books, examinations, and all of these things, and the American is more into practical, energetic way of delivery. So
Right.
harmonizing them together, we match their learning outcomes in a way that it serves. We teach the books of the Cambridge. We also embed the academic activities of the American. Now, I've just said that a new changes happened also in the last 2 weeks since your visit. We have also introduced the Scout curriculum. So now we have the three curriculum embedded, harmonized to each other. So now the school is the first ever Scout school in Malaysia that we teach the books of the Scout as well as the Cambridge as well as the American based activities. So with that graduation of the student will have the choice of joining IGCSE exams or choosing the American SAT examinations in high school. So that choice is still available. Plus, while he graduates from the school, he will be receiving the highest level of Scout certifications, which is the King Scout. So during his studies, he will be also getting the King Scout level if he achieved and passed all the Scouts practical tests. So these things have been combined, harmonized, so it fostered and made a well-rounded education, and it matches the cultural perspective, and we emphasize on the personalized learning and tailoring the education to each student because we have a lot of different activities, and it strengthened them, ensuring this kind of enrichment to the education experience. It's not just a curriculum.
Right. Thank you so much for that. Now, Templer Park International School emphasizes an active and action learning approach. Could you explain more and delve deeper into the significance and its role in honing the leader-learner profile, or what you call the LLP characteristics?
The active and action learning approach. So most of the people I used to sit with, they used to ask me, what is this active and action learning, and where did you come up with these things? Like, in fact, many skills are required by the students that we lack in the normal education system. So our approach was more into the characteristic of the student. Like, it's not, as I said, it's not just a curriculum. Where's the critical thinking part? Where's the communication part? Where's the creativity? Where's the adaptability and reliance on themselves? So with the combination of that active and action learning, we focus on these things, which lacks in the normal curriculum of math, science, English, and global perspective. So you need to have some challenges. These attributes is from the foundation of the leader-learner profile. That's the
Right.
LLP, the leader-learner profile. So by learning through the hands-on experience and by having an active engagement while doing the studies, the students develop the skills, and these skills are essential for a future success. So I could mention something like I'm more into producing a future-proof student
Mhm.
with this approach. Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Now, Templer Park International School, again, I believe, you believe in giving every stakeholder a voice. How is this principle embedded in the school's ethos and day-to-day functioning?
what's more important than a stakeholder to any business? So it's all about the stakeholders.
Yeah,
If I don't have the stakeholders, the business is not running. It same
exactly.
goes with education. If I don't have students, no matter if I'm the best school ever, without the student, I won't be educating anyone. So if you have seen our vision and mission and the business compass like we have, it's a student centric, but we have that in the middle where the students are in the middle and we have the stakeholders around. Who are the stakeholders? The staff, the governor, the governors itself, starting from the board until the everyone in the school as well. We have the parents and we have the industries. All of these people have to serve the centric student approach, which is our main focus. So the principle of this, by giving every stakeholder a voice in our school. So parents are always open for any open door policy. They just open my door, come in. What about this? I had one parent who just came 3 days ago and said, I saw my daughter doing this and this, and it was a dream, and I don't know if that is applicable. I said, yeah, that's a good idea, and we started doing it. So it's an open door policy where every parents have all kind of channels. They have WhatsApp official channels. They can just drop their messages, immediate response, and they have the innovation portal where if they have any improvement idea, they can just fill up the form and drop it, and they own that idea. We give credits to these ideas, any improving ideas, so that credit goes to them. Could be translated by a voucher, could be translated by a gift. It depends on how the idea is innovative. We have regular meetings with parents. We have also the PTA, the parents grouping day, where they just meet with us. And we have also introduced the the opportunity for the students and the staff to contribute in that. So parents, students, and staff to contribute with their concerns, their ideas, and this collaborative approach ensures that the entire TPIS, the whole community, is actively participating in decision making. I have changed many of my decisions after listening to parents. I've changed many of the approaches here in the school after listening to students. Even the staff, they say, this could be better if we do it this way. So the overall school experience is enhancing by listening to people.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a constant evolution process where we constantly keep changing, improving for the better. I do understand that there's a lot of transformation going on physically. Let's talk about another transformation that TPIS is undergoing in assessment, approach to assessment. Can you
Yeah.
shed some light on this evolution and its implications for student growth?
Okay. With regards to assessments, like I still remember the fear and the tension I used to have before any examination, where the traditional exams, and I
Exactly.
have
Yeah.
to memorize, and if I am so good with that teacher, hi, how are you, sir, can you give me the most important parts of this and that? And so that's a very traditional thing, and in fact, it's my opinion, it doesn't measure the creativity of the students, it measures his memory only. So we have taken that traditional examination to more holistic assessment. So we call it the holistic assessment model. So this approach includes the project assessments, where it doesn't require to write, it requires to show me what you have learned. Instead of I ask you about the let's say Malay language, the Malaysian language, uh, do the test and answer in Malay. I ask you to come up with a project and present it in Malay. So that is coming up with the idea, a project, a story, and present it in Malay. That is how we do the assessment. It combines his communication, his standing, his strength in language, his fear. Sometimes we put them on the stage as well to start preparing them for um, speeches in front of people with that language. And that's for me is more important than having a traditional paper exams to do it. However, for some requirements by Cambridge, by the Ministry of Education, we have the traditional exam paper things, but we have taken out many of those marks for the project assessments to assure that the students who are not good in writing, he is still good in presenting, he is still good by understanding the topic, still have the chance to pass, have the chance to prove himself. So project-based assessment, portfolio evaluation, continuous feedback by the teachers to the students, and that is all recorded in our learning management system. So every day, the school finish at 3, by 5, the parents and the students will have the feedback of what happened today. That is a must. No teacher is allowed to go home unless he submits the evaluation of today on the portal. So this shift allows to gain a deeper understanding of each student's strength and the areas that for growth and informing our teaching strategies to become and promote more growth in the mindset, which is the part that we really need to work on.
I completely agree with you. I used to rely on short-term memories before, before the exam, and just the night before or 2 nights before, just quickly read up on spotted questions and things that I thought would be of interest, and I would try to memorize those and pass still. But
Francis,
then again, yeah,
for that memory things, you can see the result.
yeah.
I have no more. Yeah.
Actually, it's very true. This transformation you're talking about, I believe, is across the board, not just with the assessment, but also with the teaching strategies and the communication with the parents, because it's all interlinked. It's a
Yes.
process. It's not just a one-off change. It's a yeah. So it's very, very important. Now, considering the times that we live in, I mean, for business people, we'll be talking about geopolitical tensions and economic uncertainty, but somehow it dribbles down to the kids, to the children, because they're not sure after their education are they going to be able to get a job. There's so much happening in this world now. How does TPIS prioritize and address the holistic well-being of the students, staff, as well as the community at large?
I love this holistic well-being term. Actually, it is our top priority here in Templer Park, and it's not just things I'm saying. I have all the proofs that can show how holistic well-being is a top priority, especially in this challenging time. We have implemented various programs, including also counseling services, not optional counseling services. In the timetable, every student has 2 counseling sessions. It's a part of his timetable. That session is one-to-one session with his counselor, talking about anything. Nothing related to only education, anything. Sometimes they just open up like, this teacher have done this. I did not like the way he did. My friend did that. At home, this thing happened. So it's a licensed counselor that he has to sit and listen, because we need them to be out of, any kind of anxiety, any kind of uh, problems that they face in, or challenges they face in daily life. So as I said, the counseling services, we have the workshop that we have given them. Last one was the stress management workshop, in addition to a lot of physical education and sports. A lot means we are focusing the most on the physical education. So, and as you saw, the school has well prepared fields for the physical education. So every Thursday in their timetable, nothing to study except physical education. So they start in the morning with swimming sessions, swimming classes, then karate. Some will do the karate, some will do the taekwondo, depends on their, what they prefer. We have the badminton, futsal, and the archery. So this is the Thursday classes. On Friday, they have the scout curriculum they have to attend, and that will teach them a lot of things and will take them out of any kind of tension, because they know how they need to know how to do scouting, how to do the hiking, how to do the kind of practical by hand, how to make the rope, how to all type of needed skills as a scout. They also learn the Morse code. They learn about communicating through radio. So all these things is changing their well-being status, because they are, whatever negative energy they have, they just take it out. So this will do, let's say, the physical education and sport, plus the community outreach. And that is very important. Community outreach is very important because I have seen a lot of students after pandemic sitting at home for 2 years. They are having fear of public. They are having fear of community. Imagine 2 years sitting in front of the devices, meeting no one, learning nothing except from this device. What kind of personality you have when you go to public? So we have also included a monthly trip to one of the most crowded places that we choose to have engagement with community. And we do some kind of CSRs, like visiting sick people, cancer patients. We do some kind of river cleaning. We do some kind of feeding people. So they have to do that. They have to. It's nurturing a healthy mind and body for academic success at the end. Because if I have the best educated person with less concept of accepting others, it's a waste of time. So the academic success overall should be with a community well-being. At the end, when I hire people, I hire attitudes. I don't hire those who score high marks in school. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Padi. And there we have it, the first segment of our exciting exploration of Templer Park International School with Dr. Padi, member of the Board of Governors at Templer Park International School in Malaysia. We've just scratched the surface of what TPIS offers and stands for. Join us in part 2, where we will navigate deeper into TPIS state-of-the-art facilities, its forward-thinking approach to education, and its commitment to leveraging technology for enhanced learning experiences. In the meantime, do share your thoughts, queries, or insights in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to keep abreast of our exploration in international education domain. I'm Francis Michael, and I'll see you in the next segment, where we explore the uniqueness of Templer Park International School. Until then, stay curious and stay inspired.